The all-new Skyactiv Technologies mark the beginning of a new era for Mazda.
Uniting the commitment for a sustainable future with the joy of driving Mazda is famous for.
In 2007, Mazda devised a building block strategy to dramatically improve the efficiency and sustainability of the next generation of vehicles. The goal was not to create just a few greener vehicles, but transform the entire product line. Looking ahead to 2020, studies show that the vast majority of people will still be driving passenger vehicles powered by internal combustion engines.
Yet, even after 120 years of constant development, the internal combustion engine only uses around 30% of the energy in the fuel.
Clearly, there's plenty of room for improvement.
The heart of Skyactiv Technology is innovation.
Mazda engineers focused on dramatically improving fuel economy and reducing CO2 emissions while further enhancing safety and driving pleasure.
And they've succeeded, reconciling these conflicting objectives by optimizing internal combustion and employing advanced, lightweight engineering. The result is Skyactiv, a completely new range of engines, transmissions, body architecture, and chassis that will go into every next-generation Mazda.
We all believe that future vehicles must be more environmentally responsible. With this in mind, many car manufacturers have focused solely on the development of hybrid systems in the midterm, with fully electric drives the long-term goal. Mazda is no different in this respect, having already spent more than 20 years working on hybrid and fully electric vehicles. But Mazda has always chosen to defy convention, think independently, and chart its own path. The first step in the building block strategy for sustainable Zoom Zoom is the introduction of the Skyactiv Technologies to immediately improve fuel economy and reduce emissions. Next comes the step-by-step addition of auxiliary electrical systems to further enhance efficiency, like iStop, Mazda's stop-start technology, and regenerative braking. Mazda also partnered with other automakers to obtain the best hybrid technology. Combining this hybrid system with the advanced internal combustion and lightweight Skyactiv Technologies will create the ultimate Zoom Zoom hybrid.
Zoom Zoom is more than a slogan. It's a standard that every Mazda must live up to. It's a feeling that connects the driver to the car to the driver, and embraces the pure joy of driving.
The next generation of Mazdas will continue to live up to that legacy and create a new standard of sustainability through continuous innovation.
Skyactiv, the sky's the limit.
With today's internal combustion engines, about 70 to 90% of the energy is lost.
Mazda's approach for the Skyactiv engines is to harness much of that lost energy by dramatically improving the combustion process. For both gasoline and diesel engines, the compression ratio is key. Raising the compression ratio to improve efficiency in gasoline engines is a well-understood theory among engineers. But there is an equally well-understood problem. Raising the compression ratio also causes abnormal combustion, or knocking. Mazda's analysis found that knocking increases according to the temperature of the air-fuel mixture at the point of ignition. So we introduced an entirely new range of technologies to lower the temperature of the air-fuel mixture in the cylinders. We developed a special exhaust system to reduce the amount of hot residual gas in the cylinders. The new 4-2-1 exhaust manifold more effectively removes the hot gases exiting the cylinder to reduce heat and prevent knocking. A unique cavity at the top of each piston was developed to accelerate the combustion speed and drastically improve the process.
The combustion duration was also reduced, enabling proper combustion to finish before knocking can occur.
We added multi-hole injectors to optimize the fuel spray and create a more even air-fuel mixture. which also lowered the cylinder temperature.
A complete engine redesign also gave Mazda engineers the opportunity to rethink every component to squeeze the maximum efficiency from its function.
Advanced lightweight design shaved significant weight from key components and dramatically reduced internal friction. The result is the Skyactiv G gasoline engine. Exceptionally strong and remarkably efficient, it takes compression to an all-new level,
solving all the issues that until now have baffled engineers. It boasts the world's highest compression ratio, previously only seen in high-performance race cars, not intended for everyday use or known for their fuel economy.
It generates around 15% more torque at lower and mid-range engine speeds. At the same time, it improves fuel economy by 15% compared to current engines, and also reduces CO2 emissions by 15%. Internal engine friction is reduced by a whopping 30%, and the overall weight of the engine has been shaved by 10%.
The result is a torquey, free-revving engine that quickly responds to the driver's will and takes zoom zoom to the next level. So-called clean diesels have attracted considerable attention in recent years for their fuel economy and durability.
For the Skyactiv D diesel engine, Mazda has completely rethought the technology. The key was to develop the world's lowest compression ratio engine, the opposite approach to the Skyactiv G.
Diesel engines don't have spark plugs. The fuel ignites on its own when subjected to very high pressure in the cylinder. Conventional wisdom holds that a low compression ratio diesel engine would result in very poor cold weather performance due to the reduced heat in the cylinders. Mazda's Skyactiv D diesel engine defies that convention.
To solve the cold weather performance issue, Skyactiv D uses glow plugs combined with the innovative use of exhaust variable valve lifts. The glow plugs provide enough heat to start the combustion process.
After the engine starts, the exhaust valve does not close as usual during the intake stroke.
Instead, it remains slightly open to allow some hot exhaust gas back in, increasing the temperature enough for the engine to run smoothly regardless of the weather. Problem solved.
Diesel engines with high compression ratios also face serious NOx and soot emissions problems.
That means expensive exhaust treatment systems must be added to conventional diesel vehicles to meet emission standards. Having a low compression ratio enables the Skyactiv D to optimize the ignition timing and optimize the air-fuel mixture.
This results in dramatically improved fuel efficiency and power, as well as a substantial reduction in harmful emissions. In fact, the Skyactiv D burns so cleanly that it can meet tough emission standards around the world without the need for special and expensive exhaust treatment systems.
The Skyactiv D also features 2 turbochargers that help improve fuel economy, further reduce emissions, and provide smooth, responsive acceleration at all speeds. The reduced combustion pressure of the Skyactiv D also made it possible to greatly reduce the weight of the engine and overall internal friction. The significantly lighter components translate into superior responsiveness, more pulling power, and better fuel economy. The Skyactiv D features an extraordinarily low 14:1 compression ratio and uses about 20% less fuel than previous diesel engines.
And thanks to unconventional thinking and advanced engineering, it performs smoothly and reliably in cold weather.
It weighs 10% less and has 20% less internal engine friction. It meets tough emission standards without expensive after-treatment systems. New 2-stage turbocharging delivers strong and steady responsiveness up to high engine speeds, making it feel like a gasoline engine.
Clean, high-revving, responsive, and more fun than ever, Mazda has raised the bar for diesel power with Skyactiv D. The whole point of a transmission is to transfer power from the engine to the wheels when the driver wants it. Optimizing that vital connection is one of the fundamental elements behind every Mazda Zoom Zoom performance. It's a simple concept performed by increasingly complex machinery.
For the new Skyactiv transmissions, Mazda's engineers took a fresh look at every component. The automatic and manual transmissions were completely redesigned to create the ideal connection between the new Skyactiv engines and the driver.
Skyactiv Drive is a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's designed to deliver the best of all worlds, with the direct shift feel of a manual or dual-clutch transmission, the smooth acceleration and shifts of a conventional automatic, and the fuel efficiency of a continuously variable transmission.
The heart of Skyactiv Drive is a newly developed torque converter called a full-range direct drive. The power from the engine is now locked into the drive almost 90% of the time. It shifts quickly and smoothly and reacts to changes in the engine load right from a standstill. The result is an automatic transmission that provides drivers with the kind of direct feedback that's usually only felt with manual transmissions.
And even better, it improves fuel economy by up to 7% to deliver the best automatic transmission performance and efficiency for both Skyactiv G and Skyactiv D engines. A lot of Mazda customers prefer to drive a manual transmission. Anyone who has ever put an MX-5 Miata through its paces knows the quick, precise shifting feel of the legendary Roadster. The feeling of a more direct connection between car and driver amplifies the Zoom Zoom experience. Creating that sensation for every new Mazda was the motivation behind the Skyactiv MT 6-speed manual transmission.
Like all Skyactiv Technologies, we started the design and development from scratch to create something truly innovative. We paid particular attention to the shift feel, reducing the stroke length to allow crisp shift changes by simply flipping your palm. It was accomplished by creating a new part of the transmission called a sleeve that enabled us to balance the short stroke with a light operation. Mazda engineers also focused on designing a much smaller and lighter manual transmission. Weight has been reduced by as much as 16%, with improved fuel economy thanks to reduced internal friction.
Lighter, smaller, and more efficient, the innovative new Skyactiv MT 6-speed manual transmission delivers a shift feel that makes you want to change gears again and again. Skyactiv Drive and Skyactiv MT, the all-new connection to Zoom Zoom for every Mazda. The goal of Skyactiv Technologies is to dramatically improve the efficiency and sustainability of Mazda's next generation of vehicles. At the same time, the challenge is also to increase the safety and joy of driving that is the Mazda Zoom Zoom experience.
Advanced lightweight engineering is the key. Lighter vehicles enhance many aspects of performance, from acceleration and braking to overall agility and handling. Lightness also brings better fuel economy. But here's the problem with weight reduction.
If you simply shed weight, you also lose rigidity, and that reduces performance and impacts safety. To make the Skyactiv body lighter, stronger, and safer, Mazda went back to the drawing board. A conventional body frame is curved to accommodate the engine and transmission. The ideal body structure has a straight and continuous basic framework to ensure high body rigidity.
Working closely with the other Skyactiv development teams, the Skyactiv body was designed with a straight framework, taking advantage of the reduced size and weight of the new engines and transmissions. It means there is no need for excess reinforcements, which greatly reduces the weight. For improved safety, a concept called multi-load path structure was adopted, which improves the absorption of an impact by dispersing the load in multiple directions. The Skyactiv body also makes extensive use of high tensile steel for greater strength with less weight, and weld bonding to reinforce critical areas.
The result is an 8% weight reduction with a 30% improvement in body rigidity, a win-win balance of low weight and high rigidity.
That translates into greater fuel efficiency and even better driving characteristics. Lighter, stronger, safer.
The Skyactiv body delivers it all. The chassis is where the rubber meets the road, and its performance is critical in creating a oneness between the car and the driver.
The top priority for the Skyactiv chassis development team was to further improve Mazda's unique, light, and agile driving characteristics. However, making a vehicle more agile usually requires compromising on high-speed stability and ride comfort.
On top of that, the goal was also to significantly reduce the weight of the chassis. Just like the other Skyactiv developments, it all started with a blank sheet.
A new electric power steering system was developed to provide an immediate response to the driver, even at very low driving speeds.
But that enhanced sensitivity can make vehicles less stable at higher speeds.
The geometry of the rear suspension was redesigned to optimize the tire's orientation to the surface to enhance stability at high speeds. This improved the rear grip while permitting the use of softer dampers and springs to ensure superior ride comfort.
The final objective was weight reduction. Each of the components was carefully optimized to improve rigidity while minimizing size and weight. Advanced lightweight materials and innovative production methods were employed.
Looking at the front suspension, where rigidity is particularly important, weight was reduced substantially while managing to improve rigidity by 40%.
The result is a 14% overall weight reduction versus the previous chassis. It combines nimble handling with ride comfort and stability even when pushing the vehicle to its limits. With the Skyactiv chassis, the driver will feel at one with the car like never before.